Hi there, I'm Ember, one of the directors of the North Country Comic Con in Watertown, New York. We created this show to give you a sneak peek at some of the talented creators coming to Watertown this summer. Recently, I sat down with Fizzily Cosplays to discuss how she got started, how she does what she does, and what she's got coming up this summer in Watertown. You mentioned last year during your brief victory speech that that was your first cosplay contest.
It was,
And
yeah.
yeah. And well, I guess the question is how did you get into it? Like what's your
How did I get
origin
into
story?
cosplay or
Yeah.
competing? Okay.
Well, a little of
Uh,
each, I suppose.
a little of each. So cosplay actually, I got into in 2015, I want to say. Uh, yeah, it was Dragon Con of 2015. My best friend had gone to Dragon Con and had been cosplaying for like the past 10 years at that point. And so she was like, "Hey, like you should come. You're a big nerd. Like, how have you not gotten into this? This seems like something you would enjoy." And so I went with her, and I brought like a very small costume set. I had a leotard and a purple cape, and a red dot I put on my forehead, and called myself Raven all weekend. Um, it was very simple, very straightforward cosplay, and I had an absolute blast. People were asking to take pictures with me, and I didn't think I did that. I like the belt I made was out of mason jar lids and ornaments. Like I put it together in like 30 minutes. I didn't think it looked that good, but people were like, "Oh my god, it's Raven from Teen Titans. You're so recognizable." And it made me realize that it was so cool to be these characters that we all love and care so much about. And so we, you know, become them, and then other people appreciate it. And there's a bit of the fun and the attention you get from that, of people wanting your photo and wanting to see your work. That, like, I'm not gonna lie, like that's a nice ego boost every time it happens.
Hmm.
But really, like, the love of it comes from, like, I spend so much time just putting all this effort to become a character, to become someone that I like care about, and just want the world to see how cool they are. And that's just transcended over the years, because like, some of the characters I do, there aren't pre-made costumes for. No one's done it yet, so I had to spend time figuring out how to make the costume. So, like, the very first costume I ever made was actually Starfire, because I'm a big comic book nerd. And I couldn't find the New 52 Starfire outfit from the animated movies anywhere. No one made it. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I got to learn how to sew so I can make this costume. And then I learned like armor crafting and like all these other things, just so I could make this character come alive. And it's a really awesome skill set. But this past year, actually, so around last year, I kind of was getting a little bored with the hobby of, like, I kind of peaked. Like, I know how to make all these things. Like, what do I do now? So how about I like try competing? I'd never done one before. There was a local con coming up that I was like, oh, like, I've been working on Vi for a while. Like, might as well finish her up and take her out to Nococon, which we had actually been looking forward to for months, because there aren't a ton of cons in this area. Um,
Hmm.
there are a lot of, like, there's like one in Syracuse and like maybe two in Rochester, but it's not a lot. So I'm from Atlanta originally, and there's cons all the time in Atlanta.
Mm.
Yeah, and so I was really excited. I was like, okay, like, I miss going to like local cons. Like, they're really fun. Everyone's got such a great energy there, and yeah, we'll go, we'll compete, we'll see how it goes. And it was just a magical experience. I'd never had someone like examine my work so closely and like tell me things I did well. Like, I was like, oh, I like this. This is cool. Like, someone critiquing my work and like telling me like areas of improvement, or just like things that I did really well, or made look like authentic. And it was just a really exciting experience for me. And I have competed in two other costume contests since then. Have not done as well, but it was a really amazing first experience.
Well, I'm really glad of that, and yeah, the judges were very excited about the selection criteria they put together because they want to encourage everybody. Cosplay is for everyone, but at the
Hmm.
same time, like look for and reward the people who went way above and beyond.
A lot of my friends actually are really excited for this year because they've spent like I helped them with a lot of their costumes last year, and this year they're like, no, you're not helping us. We're doing this for ourselves. And
Sweet.
I love that. It's been really exciting for me.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Creativity, create the act of creation, solving the technical issues. It's all very
Exactly.
wonderful stuff.
It's so much fun too.
Yeah. What is it that keeps you going? What keeps you from burning out, I suppose?
So actually fantastic question because I have burned out. I actually have a couple costumes sitting in my basement that I'm probably never going to finish because I got bored making them, or there was a specific challenge that I didn't know how to solve, and the actual process of figuring out how to solve it wasn't interesting enough to keep me invested. So I guess it's the characters that keeps me going because yeah, I get burned out and I'll stop working on a character, but there's always a new waifu right around the corner that you can be. After I gave up on Edelgard, actually, I started working on Ash from Overwatch, which is a different white-haired waifu that I loved. I'm a sucker for my white-haired girls. They're so good. Uh, so luckily for me, like anime and gaming has become so mainstream and so popular that money's actually being invested into it. So I get to see a lot of material that wouldn't normally have been made like 10, 15 years ago, like come to life on things like Crunchyroll. Like anime is being heavily invested in, which means lots of new characters for me to cosplay, or things like Arcane. So I did Vi obviously last year, and that's getting a season 2 this year because it was so popular and so beloved by a massive community that cool, I'm gonna get to probably make a whole new outfit for Vi because they're probably gonna do some costume changes, or they're gonna have a new character introduced that I'm gonna fall in love with and have to make. So it's for me, the thing that keeps me going is just all these cool character designs that keep coming out and these new franchises that are getting shows or movies made out of them.
It's really nice to see a whole new area where nerds can celebrate the things they love just blow up and become acceptable, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. It makes it so easy too to find other people who like the things that you like. When I was running around as Vi, everyone was coming up to me and being like, "Oh my god, Arcane!" Right? And I was like, "I know. Let's just like nerd out about this for 5 minutes, talk about our favorite scenes, what characters we loved, and then you get to keep going on and meet other people who like all of those same things."
Yeah. The community is a big part of why we care about doing shows like this and making it possible for people to meet and come together and share their ideas and share the whole
Hmm.
experience. It's chef's kiss.
Oh yes, for real, very very much so.
Yeah. So this year you get to do the presenting of the grand prize. Do you have anything particular in mind for that?
Oh, oh, I didn't know I got. I was assuming I was gonna get like a script or something. No, this is even better. Oh, uh, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So my current plan was I'm working on a Star Guardian Seraphine. So I was gonna try and continue the League of Legends trend and just wear another League cosplay to give. But now maybe I can do something with that for presenting it. Oh, you've opened up a whole world of opportunity here. So no, I don't have any plans yet, but now I get to think of some.
Well, I'm glad to offer another fun surprise.
Do I get to give a prize?
Yeah, we're not sure exactly what this year's trophy, medal, whatever the heck. We're still sticking with the idea of trying to make it something that a person can wear if they want to.
Exciting, exciting.
Yeah. Of course, people should come see you at Nococon this year. But until then, where can people find you in this wide, worldwide web of internetiness?
Ah, that's a great question. So most of my cosplay work I post on Instagram and Facebook. So Fizzily, Fizzily. That's my name, Fizzily Cosplay. It should be easily found on Facebook and Instagram. And I am returning to streaming very soon, like games on Twitch. But I do that behind a virtual avatar. So I have like a little VTuber persona that's called Very Perry, VERYPERI. I'm a big fan of using I's instead of Y's for things. That's because my name is Brittany with an I at the end, and it's stuck. So you'll be able to find me there. I'll be streaming behind a VTuber model, but it's still me, and I imagine I will probably do some streams where I show like making cosplays and whatnot. Those will not be with a VTuber model, obviously, but it should be a lot of fun. I'm not really on I'm on TikTok in the sense that I consume TikToks, but yeah, feel free to add me on TikTok, and we can send each other lots of TikTok videos because I that's all I do is just watch funny videos and send them to people.
Fantastic. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we're looking forward to seeing you in June.
I can't wait to be there. I've been looking forward to it. Not gonna lie, I had been working on Vi for like 6 months, like on and off, and going to Nococon really just reinvigorated my love of cosplay, and I've been like back at it full force since then. It's been great. So super excited to come back.
Thank you all so much for watching. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for highlights from Nococon 2023. The fun is about to begin and tickets are on sale now, so we will see you this weekend.
Set a course for our YouTube channel for interviews with more guests and featured creators bringing the epic to Watertown. Make it so.